Hi, I'm Emma Burke, and today for RC News I'm going to be reporting about applied maths. So we're going to be interviewing a student and ask her what it is, and also two students who take applied maths.
Hi, I'm Emma Scattergood and I'm going to be interviewing Miss Doonan about her applied maths class. So, can you start off by telling us what is applied maths?
Applied maths is a subject in our school offered to most Leaving Cert candidates as an option, and it's the study of maths in real life, so abstract mathematics that you might come across in the outside world, like projectiles, something being projected, being flung, the study of forces, energy, power. You have linear motion, movement of bodies, a breakdown, basically abstract maths.
Okay, cool. And do many people do applied maths?
In our school or in Ireland?
In the school.
In the school we normally have two classes, obviously run in 5th and 6th year.
Okay.
Normally between 10, I think as far as 20. So I think that's a good number, considering in some schools you mightn't have one full higher level maths class, and it's always students who are enthusiastic about the subject. But I think as a subject outside in Ireland, because it's offered or because it's an optional subject, it's a minority, maybe at best 20, 25. I don't know, but it's a minority.
What would you say the main difference is between applied maths and normal maths?
Well, since Project Maths was brought in, a lot of the elements in calculus and integration were dropped from the old course. So in applied maths at Leaving Cert, you're asked to explain a lot of the time now, or justify your answer, and it's not just maths, it's very much, or it's heavily based on statistics and your understanding. Now, applied maths is the same in terms of an understanding is there, but it's still very much based on the old course, which is pure maths. It's very much thinking outside the box. You don't need a logical step-by-step proof. If you can go one way, or if, I'm just thinking of linear acceleration or different examples, it's not, you don't ever have to explain yourself using English. It is still to the core of pure maths.
Okay.
It's not, it's very outside the box. You might be always given figures, you can be given variables, and you're working with unknowns, but it's using, I suppose, logic or information that you already know to try and apply it towards the question.
Cool. Would you recommend doing it?
Well, seeing as I'm a maths teacher, I'm going to go with yes. It isn't for everyone. So if you think that you like maths at Junior Cert and you think that you want to take it on as an extra subject, it can be it can put a lot of pressure on students who don't think that they're going to click with it. I hear this word click a lot. It is like a Leaving Cert subject, you have to work at it, but if you prefer structure and you prefer seeing values, it can be quite difficult then to get your mind outside of that structured mindset or zone. You want to be able to think outside the box, and that not everything is clearly laid out in front of you. It's not for everyone. Like you could have two different A students at Junior Cert and two very different learners. So I don't know how to explain it in terms of, I probably see the candidates who are in class with me and think, yes, they have a natural ability towards the subject. Now you can work extremely hard at it. It's not an over difficult subject, but it can be. So I would recommend it if you enjoy maths and you enjoy a challenge, but not everybody does. And that's the unfortunate bit.
Okay. And last question, what do you think is there any benefits of doing applied maths?
Yes, I think applied maths over cross-curricular between chemistry, physics, you'll even see it in maths in terms of calculus, it's hugely beneficial for furthering your ability in those subjects. Or if you go on, I'm sure it's going to be a question on there to do with later life in college or maybe jobs, if you go into any type of science, engineering, pure maths, even down teaching degrees, anything that's to do with physics even as well, or if you're doing data, you'll come across maths at 3rd level, and especially in the likes of any of the engineering fields, you'll come across applied maths. So it gives you that little bit of a head start or a better understanding if you've seen it at secondary school level, because it's no different. It's just the mechanics of it, or how things operate or work with pulleys, levers.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
Okay, so that's what applied maths is, and we hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you consider doing it in the future. Bye!